Weekly forecast and predictions for Mesha Rashi from 19th June to 25th June. An interesting period of time where you will find old friends, allies, and detached partners trying for a patch up or a reconciliation. Don't make the silly mistake of your heart overruling the mind yet again. A few family members might play a game of emotional blackmailing to fulfill their selfish needs. Draw a strict line between your personal life and professional life. Surgeons, class 1 officers, and high level diplomats will have to be the show of all the eyes and have to run the one man show this week. Although your methods and applications remain unconventional and disputable, your leadership skills and abilities will be much appreciated. A fancy ideology is slowly growing upon you, and the world around you is keenly observing your metamorphosis. Corporate leaders, industrialists, and business tycoons should avoid being overconfident and getting carried away. High school students might feel overburdened with additional responsibilities and assignments. Be sportive enough to take up the challenges, and the end result will be a worthy delight. A special bonding between your kids and your parents will give you a valuable and practical lesson in parenting. Respect the experience of those who have been there and done that already. Reciting Shivakameshwari Stotra, Haridra Ganapati Stuti, and Bala Subramanya Stotra will bring success and fulfillment of desires. Lucky numbers for Mesha Rashi people this week will be 12, 49, and 77. Lucky color will be Alexandrite blue green color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is make an idol of Ganesha with red clay and place it at the entrance of your house on Tuesday. Weekly forecast and predictions for Vrishava Rashi from 19th June to 25th June. An important phase of your life where you will undergo the process of unlearning and relearning. Your children will turn out to be the new teachers, especially in terms of closing the deals, new age banking, and digital transactions. An old and hidden secret or weakness could prove to be quite costly and threatening to damage your reputation. Make sure that the matter is resolved behind the closed doors. Playback singers, percussion instrumentalists, and educative bloggers will have to dig deep to rediscover their mojo and charm and to stay alive in the professional contest. Scholars, microbiologists, and geologists will gain immense respect and admiration for their deep insights and knowledge. A long pending court case will finally conclude with a favorable and victorious verdict. Children between the age group of 8 to 14 will exhibit prodigial and extraordinary skills this week. Your spouse's fantasy and penchant for purchasing rare items could burn a hole in your pocket. Reciting Santa Tukaram bhajans, Bhairavi Stotra, and Vallabhamba Stuti will give clear vision and enormous strength. Lucky numbers for Vrishabha Rashi people this week will be 7, 42, and 81. Lucky color will be beryllium silvery white. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is place an energized pencil crystal on the southwest corner of your working table on Monday. Weekly forecast and predictions for Mithuna Rashi from 19th June to 25th June. This week will start on a positive note and good news. The momentum remains upbeat throughout the whole week. Small and medium scale industrialists, leather and jute product makers will see excellent growth in their profits. Frequent flyers and travelers need to keep a tab on your belongings and the co passengers this week. Celebrity managers, PR agents, and relationship managers will have to endure a professional setback and hardship. Students pursuing space science, anthropology, and marine life will make significant progress and breakthrough this week. Share market traders and betting syndicate members will learn the power of small and compound investments this week. Cashiers, pygmy collection agents, and hand loan lenders will get mixed results. Spending quality time with your grandparents or their contemporaries will prove to be useful in many ways this week. Reciting Vadirajastava, Jaganmohini Ashtottara, and understanding the essence of Jabala Upanishad will give success and wisdom as well. Lucky numbers for Mithuna Rashi people this week will be 5, 45, and 50. Lucky color will be titanium grey color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is perform Pradakshina Namaskaram to Navagraha idols installed in any temple for 9 times wearing a green color dress on Wednesday. Weekly forecast and predictions for Karkataka Rashi from 19 June to 25th June. A week where you need to safeguard yourself against unforeseen hurdles and challenges. Employees working in irrigation department, animal husbandry and water recycling works could face job suspension and dismissal as well. Rumor mill is systematically working to tarnish your image and credibility. Assemble all the evidences before taking action against them. A senior family member's health issues could increase your mental tension and worries. Research students, travel operators, and theater owners will see a turnaround and enter into a profit zone. Soft drink makers, millet and coconut farmers, cab drivers, and owners will be able to expand their business and establish branches as well. Your romantic life will be burdened due to the monetary aspects and interlinks. React prudently towards the commitments and responsibilities related to your partner. Chanting Dattatreya Ashtottara, Ashtadikpalaka Stotra, and understanding the crux of Ramana Maharshi philosophy will bring remarkable turnaround and positivity. Lucky numbers for Karkataka Rashi people this week will be 16, 33, and 74. Lucky color will be oleander pink color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is perform Swayamvara Parvati Homa for the quick marriage of a close friend or relative. This will indirectly have a positive impact on your marital life as well. Weekly forecast and predictions for Simha Rashi from 19 June to 25th June. A week full of unexpected challenges and setbacks. You need to be at your best to tackle multiple issues this week. Your long standing relationship could hit a roadblock and become uninspiring. Take a break from the routine and give the space for your partner, which could eventually rejuvenate the relationship. Administrative chiefs and bureaucrats will find it a tough going while handling delicate matters. Newly appointed officers will have to deal with an unfamiliar atmosphere and work ethics. Headmasters, principals, and deans will be much appreciated for their innovative approach and deft handling of the crisis. Weekend promises to bring a string of success and joy as well. Believing in your own instincts and gut feeling will not only prove to be right but also give immense satisfaction and pride. Chanting Navagraha Pida Parihara Stotram, Tulasi Stuti, and Lalita Trishati will cleanse your mind and give moral strength. Lucky numbers for Simha Rashi people this week will be 14, 55, and 82. Lucky color will be Magnolia purple color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is start wearing your wristwatch on the other hand from Monday. Weekly forecast and predictions for Kanya Rashi from 19 June to 25th June. This week, you need to be careful about overspending and reckless money handling. Trusting people on mere word of mouth in transactions and not keeping a valid receipt or document could prove to be a costly mistake. Students pursuing law, environmental science, and political science will get a real time experience of fragile and impractical theories this week. Publishers, music company owners, and strategic toolkit makers will struggle to recover the dues and payments this week. Writers, social thinkers, and activists will face a strong moral and ethical dilemma. Girls in their early 20s need to develop a positive and practical outlook to avoid heartbreaks and getting disillusioned. Cloth and apparel merchants, online and digital service providers will increase their customer base and demand. A donation or contribution made towards a religious place will go a long way in correcting your karmic mistakes. Reciting Satyanarayana Stottara, Vagdevi Stotra, and reading Sankhya Yoga from Bhagavad Gita will give tremendous positive vibrations and personality development as well. Lucky numbers for Kanya Rashi people this week will be 19, 24, and 88. Lucky color will be marigold color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is keep fasting on Thursday and consume poha mixed with jaggery at the night after offering the same as Naivedyam to Lord Sri Krishna. Weekly forecast and predictions for Tula Rashi from 19 June to 25th June. This will be a week full of emotional roller coaster and many mood swings. Controlling your mind and not overreacting to any given situation will be the biggest challenge this week. A recurring issue related to your child could pop up again this week. Remember, it is the young mind which needs to be disciplined and not the tender body of the child which needs to be punished. Serial and web series artists, second rung music programmers, and set direction artists will have to face anti propaganda and image tarnishing attempts. Indoor sports persons, language translators will gain bigger fame and lucrative offers this week. Sudden fluctuations in market conditions will create a flutter and panic situation for short term and intraday traders. Differences between husband and wife will grow deeper, and people around you will be looking for an opportunity to take advantage. Be choosy about whom you confide with. Reciting Krishnashtakam, Vanadurga Stotra, and Kurma Ashtottara will give tremendous positive results this week. Lucky numbers for Tula Rashi people this week will be 7, 33, and 101. Lucky color will be cream white color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is take a handful of rock salt, mix it with a few grains of pepper, rotate it around your head in the anti-clockwise direction for 3 times, and throw it 10 feet away from your house in the northwest direction. Weekly forecast and predictions for Vrishchika Rashi from 19th June to 25th June. An unexpected slowness and inertia will largely gloom over your workplace at the beginning of the week. Your mind refuses to believe the positivity and constantly thinks about the hypothetical calculations. Midweek, you will regain your self belief and the work will move in a brisk pace. Wildlife photographers, Navy and Air Force officers, home guards will gain more importance and respect. Lovers and newly married couple will move towards a more practical way of shaping their life and focus on their future planning. A few fringe elements infiltrated into your team or group could start causing the mistrust or commotion within the team. Identify them one by one and take strict action immediately. It is high time you started shouldering your customary traditions and ancestral responsibilities. Remember and respect your roots and take proper advice from your parents in this regard. Chanting Madhurashtakam, Banashankari Ashtottara, and 201st to 300th divine name from Muka Panchashati Stotra will give bliss, clarity, and new hope. Lucky numbers for Vrishchika Rashi people this week will be 11, 28, and 45. Lucky color will be hibiscus red color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is feed the holy cow on Tuesday or Friday with a mixture of soaked rice and jaggery. Weekly forecast and predictions for Dhanur Rashi from 19th June to 25th June. This is a week where you will come out of your submissive state and forced hiding. Lack of support and neutrality from your siblings and trusted friends will disappoint and frustrate you. Orthopedics, restaurant owners, and sound engineers will find a stability and financial growth as well. Homemakers in their mid 30s need to keep a tab on their words and control their emotions this week. Postgraduate students should avoid getting into the college and university politics and display of bravery. A financial dealing with a female colleague at the workplace will lead to unwanted air of doubts and misunderstandings. An influential friend's aura will elevate your social status and popularity as well. Youngsters will realize the importance of the expert elderly advice and timely guidance. It is the right time to bring your parents or grandparents back home from old age centers. Reciting Dakshinamurti Stotram, Nimishamba Ashtottara, and Manidvipa Varnanam will bring knowledge and fulfillment of desires. Lucky numbers for Dhanur Rashi people this week will be 48, 64, and 105. Lucky color will be teakwood brown color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is on Friday evening during Godhuli Lagnam, receive Gauri Panchakshari Mantra Upadesham from suitable persons and keep chanting this every day for 108 times. Weekly forecast and predictions for Makara Rashi from 19th June to 25th June. A special week where you will impress people with your oratory skills and out of the box ideas. Regional managers and divisional heads of multinational companies will have to adjust to the local sentimentalities and nativities. Technical experts, ethical hackers, and gaming experts will be in much demand for their expertise and skills this week. People suffering from eye infection, migraine, and ulceritis have to take proper care and avoid self medication. Visiting a religious place or participating in a holy ritual will enhance your positive vibrations. Farmers need to be careful about middlemen trying to undervalue your products and reducing the profit margins. People working as part time musicians and actors might seriously consider taking their passion as a full time profession. Local politicians need to prove their strength and crowd pulling abilities to high command in order to get noticed and promoted further. Reciting Vishwanath Ashtakam, Kuladevata Ashtottara, and reading Brihadaranyaka Upanishad will give excellent results this week. Lucky numbers for Makara Rashi people this week will be 2, 34, and 66. Lucky color will be dark purple color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is donate 5 types of vegetables along with camphor to a Devi Upasaka or a staunch believer of goddess on your birth week. Weekly forecast and predictions for Kumbha Rashi from 19th June to 25th June. An intriguing period of time where you will be torn between prioritizing several ideas. Overthinking and too much of speculation could eventually lead to loss of opportunities. Be decisive, take a stand irrespective of your preparation. Teenagers will get fascinated by peculiar isms and ideologies. You are strongly advised to learn from the history of impractical ideologies failing to make an impact in the past. Dentists, state and national level sportspersons, second league advocates, and legal advisors will get the much awaited good news. People recovering from cardio surgeries and knee operations should avoid being adventurous and thereby aggravating the pain. A childhood friend or a relative staying abroad could turn out to be a fairy angel this week. Avoid heated arguments and egoistic debates with your siblings. Reciting Durva Ganapati Stotram, Ayyappa Bhajan, and reading or listening to Kashi Purana will give remarkable changes and growth. Lucky numbers for Kumbha Rashi people this week will be 36, 47, and 58. Lucky color will be light yellow color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is perform Udaka Shanti Puja at your residence under the guidance of well learned Purohits. Weekly forecast and predictions for Meena Rashi from 19th June to 25th June. A week where you are likely to waste the opportunities by brooding over the past and living in yesterday. Remember the old adage, Gatam na shochayet pragnaha, which means the wise ones will not worry about the past and move forward in the life. Business heads, VP, and state in charge officers will see a steady growth in their reputation and command day by day. Kids below 9 years should be monitored with extra caution and ensure being accompanied this week. Gynecologists, top officers in police department, investigative journalists will have to give a justification for their decisions and working style. A past failure in your relationship will make you apprehensive about the present situation. Remember that life is all about choices and every situation and individual is different from another. An over inquisitive nature and meddling with unrelated affairs could land you in serious trouble and legal problems as well. Reciting Ashtalakshmi Stotram, Narasimha Karavalambana Stotram, and Tripura Bhairavi Rahasyam as well will give extraordinary results this week. Lucky numbers for Meena Rashi people this week will be 27, 59, and 98. Lucky color will be rainbow color. And the lucky tip that needs to be followed is participate in Narasimhaswamy Abhishekam in an ancient Narasimhaswamy temple and seek blessings and protection. For astrological consultations and astro related queries, please contact our support team at pureprayer.com or on the below given numbers.